most common comments I get on my videos is to do with hair, and I get so many comments all the time from girls and women from all over the world telling me how me having curly hair, and I just said me really weirdly, didn't I? How me having curly hair and me kind of wearing my hair curly all the time, well, I don't wear it all the time, but most of the time, and me talking about products for curly hair and so on have really helped them embrace their natural curly hair. And that's what this video is going to be about. I want to talk to you about how you come to embrace your curly hair. So I have always had really curly hair. Even as a child, my hair has been really curly, and I have got photos of what my hair was like when I was a child, and it was huge. So I will try and insert a video of my childhood hair at the end of this, not a video, a photo at the end of this video. I'll try and insert that so you can have a look at it. But I've always had very curly hair, and then when I went through puberty, something happened, and it was kind of like my hair was just at that weird stage where it wouldn't really grow, but then it wasn't as curly as it was, and it was just at this kind of awkward stage. And also it was the stage where I hated the fact that it was curly. I wanted my hair to be straight. I wanted my hair to be like everybody else's, because at that age all you want to do is be like everyone else. You don't realise that kind of the fact that you've got something different is actually a great thing when you're that age. So I always found it really difficult to kind of embrace it throughout my kind of early teens, because I just wished it was something different, and I didn't used to straighten it. I used to just make it look horrific, and I would scrape it all back into kind of like a Spanish like salsa dancer type of scraped back ponytail. So then the top of it would dry, but then the bottom was still curly. I thought it looked like a good look. Looking back at it now, it looked disgusting, but at the time I thought it was fab. And so I used to do that to my hair for a really long time. And then my mum has got very curly hair. It's not like my hair. She's got much kind of bigger hair than me, and it's kind of not as defined as my hair is. So she's always got very curly hair, and she'd always told me to kind of just, you know, let it go curly, let it do what it wants to do, stop trying to kind of tame it down all the time. And I would just ignore her, because that is what you do when you're a teen. And so I did that for a while, and then one day I always noticed that whenever I'd go swimming, that seawater would make my hair look really amazing, but I could never get it to look like that at home. So I started experimenting and buying different gels and hair mousses and trying to kind of let my hair dry naturally and scrunching it. And I think what I didn't like about it was that I always used to wear it in a middle parting, and for my hair, if it's curly and it's in a middle parting, I just feel like it just doesn't work. It doesn't look nice. The top's too flat. I kind of need a bit more volume in my hair. So that really didn't work for me. So I kind of tried, and it was through trial and error that I kind of got it to pretty much what it looks like now. But I had shorter layers put in because I wanted more volume, and I'm going to have my hair cut soon. I might try and make a video about it, but I'm not going to a hairdresser's. I'm going to someone's house to have it cut, so I'm not sure how they'd feel about me filming it, but I might just, after I've had it cut, talk about it, and I might get her to answer a couple of questions for me if she wants to, about cutting curly hair and that kind of thing. So I might try and do that, but I'm not kind of promising anything. But I had layers put in it, and then I really started to appreciate my hair. And I know it sounds really kind of big-headed, but my hair has always been the thing that people always notice about me. I'm very much a kind of people person, and I'm very chatty, and I always end up talking to whoever I'm kind of, you know, sat next to on the bus or on the train or on a plane or wherever it is that I am. I always end up chatting to people. And so with me, a lot of the time as well, the conversation tends to start with, oh, haven't you got lovely hair? And then you just kind of start chatting. And people have always noticed my hair. It's always been the thing that people have kind of noticed the most. And it's always been the thing that has really kind of caught people's attention. So that also made me realise that, you know, maybe it is something quite special, and maybe I should kind of be a little bit happier about the fact that I've got curly hair. But also, when you've got curly hair, and I'm sure all you curly girls out there are going to 100% agree with me on this one, is that it's very, very volatile. Curly hair has its own personality, and if it wants to be nice, it does, and if it wants to look horrible, it does that too. Like today, for example, my hair just looks really blah, and that is what curly hair does. It's not consistent, and it just kind of behaves however it feels like, and you tend to kind of not be able to predict what it's going to do, which I find really annoying. And that's kind of the beauty of having straight hair, is that you're kind of, it's always the same. It's not as confusing as having curly hair, and I've always kind of found that a little bit bad, and I've always found kind of having a bad hair day just puts you in a really bad mood. But at the same time, I honestly wouldn't wish for my hair to be straight. Not because I don't like straight hair, because I do, but because it's much harder if you've got straight hair to make it curly than it is to straighten your hair if you've got curly hair. And I do straighten my hair every now and then, and I like it because I like being able to change it up. Because one of the main things about having curly hair is that it's very difficult to kind of change up your style, because it's hair that kind of, you know, is quite unruly, and you need to be careful about what you're doing to it. So it can be quite hard to kind of then suddenly make your hair be completely different and cut it and dye it and all that kind of thing, which I don't like doing. And I know that straightening your hair isn't very good for you either, but I only tend to do it if I'm really busy. So if you see me with straight hair, you know that it's one of two reasons. One, I'm really busy, because if I straighten my hair, it means I can go about 3 days without washing it, which if I wear it curly, I can't do. I have to wash it every day. So either means I'm really busy, or if I'm going out at night and I just want to feel a bit glamorous, and also I don't want to have to worry about what I'm going to do the next day if my hair is curly, then I will straighten it. And I've had a few comments from people saying, I don't know why you'd ever straighten your hair, it's so much nicer curly. And, you know, that's just personal preference. I personally like it both ways. I don't like it straight more than I like it curly, or vice versa. I like it both ways, but I like being able to change it up, and I think that kind of, you know, variety is the spice of life, and it makes it easier for you to kind of just feel a little bit different, and makes you feel a bit more content with your hair as well. So I know that it's very common to kind of want to change your hair, and everyone has hair envy. I'm incredibly envious of certain people's hair, but at the same time, I have really learned how to embrace my curly hair through taking care of it. And I know it sounds really, really shallow, but honestly, one of the things that I am the most proud of when it comes to my YouTube channel is that I have been able to offer helpful advice when it comes to curly hair, because I know how soul destroying and hard it can be when you feel like you have just got a complete messy head of hair and no one can help you and no one can do anything about it, and it is just crap. I know how that feels. I know how it feels to kind of want to make your hair completely different because you don't like what you see. And I really, really hope that through the few hair videos that I do, and I don't do many because, as I said, I'm not 100% kind of passionate about hair, and the things that I've mentioned are the things that I do. I'm not going to just make videos for the sake of making them. I want to make them if there's a purpose behind them, and if I've got something to share with you. Whereas if it's news, or if it's just a new product that I want to share with you, I want to be able to do it that way, rather than kind of feeling like I'm just making videos because people want me to do hair videos. So I really, really, really encourage every curly out there to embrace your naturally curly hair, because I honestly do think that probably 99% of cases, how you are naturally made, so your natural eyebrow shape, your natural body shape, your natural hair, is how you are kind of made to be. And, you know, in a world where you've got so many different things where you can change about yourself, you know, you can wear makeup and you can have plastic surgery and you can, if you want, make yourself look like a completely different person, then it is important to remember that I think a lot of the time, whereas I don't know if you believe in God, then the way God made you, or if you believe in nature, which is what I believe in, then, you know, how nature made you is how you're made to be, and how you are naturally made generally tends to be the best that you're going to look. And I think that that is a really, really important thing to kind of remember, and to just remember to embrace your naturalness, because I think that is the most beautiful on most of us. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to know your kind of experiences and opinions of this types of topic. I love talking to you about it, so definitely hit the comment section below and kind of let's get talking about it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.